So, we can get to more stand-up techniques, and this time we can get to more kicking involved. So these are, in Muay Thai, there are two main kicks. There's the forward teep and then the roundhouse kick. Very common, you'll see it in movies a lot, you see a lot in MMA fights. We're just gonna do two. So when I do my teep, keeping in mind, treat your teep like a straight jab or a cross, right? You're keeping this attack center line. And the purpose of this is to get someone off of you. Maybe someone's charging into you, or you saw an opening right down the line. You can aim either low, middle, or high. If you're flexible enough, you can go high. So the face shot, sternum, hip or stomach, or groin, or kneecaps. So when I kick, it's a straight line, but keeping in mind, my standing foot, I don't want it to be toe facing what I'm hitting at. I actually wanted a slight 45 to make my hips stable when I kick. And the contact point of your foot will be the ball of your foot when you go forward. So we're here, I'm gonna use this front leg. You can do either leg. Here. One more time. From the side. Again, toe slash mainly the ball of the foot. And when I do so, when I kick, it's like a sort of piston. I actually want to almost hug my knee, and I'm chambering it close to my core, and I launch it out as I bend forward. Pretend you're doing the pelvic thrust. In, out, back in. Keep in mind, I don't want to dangle my foot out there to avert it to get caught, because it gets caught pretty often in any real context. I was told to treat your foot like it's in a bucket. So my foot's in the bucket, take it out, bring it out, put it back in the bucket. Here, bam, back in the bucket. I can also use my rear leg. Again, there's no reason not to. Just keep in mind, this takes longer versus this is more of a long range tool, but you're probably gonna have more power back here. Those are teeps. If we see this in application, not gonna kick them too hard. So we're here, what am I aiming at? There. There, if I'm really mean, there. If I'm flexible enough, here. It works best when Rico is the aggressor, he's coming into me, come in, and I want him off, just like that. It only works well if you're stable here. If I can just sort of misangled one and he comes into me, I'm at a really bad position, right? So that's what a teep is for. Now we'll go into roundhouse kicks. So, for a roundhouse kick, we usually like to use our back leg to do so, because that's our power side. So this will be my standing foot, this will be my kicking foot. Keeping in mind, when I do roundhouse kick, it's almost the exact motion of swinging a baseball bat, right? My bottom foot is probably the most important. I don't let this be stationary, because if this doesn't rotate with my hips, I'm probably going to pull a hamstring and negate my own power. So if I wasn't kicking, just look at my bottom foot. It actually rotates around. My heel turns 180 degrees facing what I'm hitting at. The kicking foot, your target you want to aim for is your shin or the top part of your foot. Mainly you want the shin because it's stronger and there's more surface area here. When you're kicking, your hips and your kicking leg are completely parallel to the ground. So very slow motion, right? It's completely parallel. Sometimes you can kind of cheat and go at an angle, but most of the time you want it to be here. That was the power side. If I wanted to do my front foot, I would have to actually switch my feet and then go and do that. From here, I switch, then I kick. And come back to my fighting position. One more time. Switch, kick. To the side. Switch, kick. So what are you aiming for in terms of targets with your roundhouse kick? You are targeting the rib cage, side of the head, maybe neck, thigh, calf, knee joint. So Rico comes over here one more time. Let's change this way. So Rico's outside foot's here. This is good for me for how I'm positioned because he's actually in line for my power leg to hit him. I'm gonna aim him right here. This big nerve cluster. You get kicked here enough times, you're not even gonna be able to move this leg as much anymore. So we're here. As I step, similar to a triangle step we did earlier, I'm opening my hips to give me this nice lane for me to kick him. So if I'm here, here. One more time. Notice when I kick him, want that shin on him. Nice bone on that muscle, right? Another tidbit, I'm measuring my distance so I know I'm in line. If I don't even know he's in range, well, I just missed him, right? Yeah, exactly. You can just come in when I miss. Make sure he's in line. And it's the same side that you're kicking with. A lot of people like to do a habit where they sort of drop their arm and then kick. It's because they want that leverage. I get it. The counter pull. Problem is, throw a jab when I'm kicking. Here, he can just easily punch me as it's happening. Or worse, he throws a hard cross right when I'm open. What I was taught was to use that same side to actually occlude him or monitor his guard. At the very least, if he throws a punch, I still have this hand up, right? Throw a punch. Throw a punch. I still have this hand up to put something in the way, right? So keep that in mind. It's a nice little habit to build. So that was my power leg going for his outside line. I could do my front leg foot going for his inside thigh. So if I'm here, right? Here. So just, yeah, don't punch. Oh, we're here. We're here. Switch my feet. Bam. Bam. Those are low line attacks. If you didn't like this person, you can go for the joints. We're not going to do that. Mid-range is around here. Rib cage, stomachish area. Same thing. Here, power side. Bam. If I went with this leg inside, right? Bah! This actually might be better because I get him right in here's gut. And then high would be the head. Just not going to do that right now. We have very muddy feet, so let's try to avoid that. But keep in mind, you could easily just kick someone here as well. So all together, I can actually put these together, right? So, we get the mud off my foot. Say, Rico's the aggressor, comes in, come in, bam. Then I set him up with a roundhouse kick. So it's that's basically a, what is that? A jab, and it could be a hook. Similar concept. This is my jab, and here's my hook. And you can change levels. I can go high to low, or low to high. So, keep that in mind. Thank you.